You're going to reach a point in your career where you've pretty much outgrown a resume. And so you'll have to build something called a portfolio. And this is what this is right here. I'm going to show you how to build a portfolio to ace interviews the very first time. So getting right to it, over here, you can put some cards in here. It comes with sticky notes. They label it. So we're going to start with the personal section first. Any type of cards that you have. See right here, that's the CPR card. If you have a Safe Serve card, any type of business cards you want to put in here, go ahead and put them in there. It can come in handy. Okay, you'll also want to put in there the day of your interview. Don't do this, don't keep it in here. But the day of your interview, you want to put any passports, driver's license, social security cards, just in case they make you the offer, you'll have that ready. Okay, this is the education section. So, anything you have earned during your education, high school diploma, GED, degree, if you made the dean's list, honor roll, perfect attendance, it don't matter. Whatever you've had, transcripts, report cards, put it in here. A lot of employers, definitely a part of the background check, they do have to verify if you've completed your education. So if you have this on hand to show them, it'll definitely give you a hands up. Your career section, this is where you'll keep your resume. So right here, I have a resume. I scratched the name out. But you'll keep your resume here and your letters of recommendation. I would say invest in the extra $2-3 and get resume paper. It is a thicker quality paper and it is definitely worth the extra money. It looks better, it feels better, and your resume will stand out amongst other regular paper resumes. So definitely invest in you some resume paper. Financial. So if you've ever worked with money, if you've ever gotten your weekly review, monthly review, whatever type of review it is, your supervisor will pull you to the side and they'll give you a paper with metrics on it. Keep those metrics paper. If the supervisor said, "Hey, you made us $10,000 this month, you made us $30,000 this month," employers like that. Employers like people who know how to make them money. That can come in handy in future interviews. Let's see what it says here. You don't have to do keep bills or personal checks in there. You do want to, however, the day of your interview, if you want to put a personal check in here with your routing and account number, just in case they do offer you the job, you come prepared. You don't have to go digging for that for your financial information. Let's see here. We're going to skip a couple tabs. Community resources. If you've done any type of volunteer work, if you've taken classes online, a lot of universities offer free online classes in which they give you a certificate at the end of that class. Keep it in here. Employers love to see that you've been trying to educate yourself or help others. You can have the work right there, or you can get the people who you volunteer for write you a letter stating, "Hey, this person volunteers such and such hours. We love them." Woo, woo, woo. Moving on really quickly. It's not a good idea to keep your phone out at a job interview. So while you're waiting, keep some job interview tips. Go to the library or wherever you have access to print out paper. Look over this while you're waiting for your interview. There are going to be questions that you need to practice. So, like it says here, what position are you applying for? They're going to be asking you questions like that instead of you looking at your phone. You can be, looking at this, looking like you're actually doing something. What were the reasons you left your last position? Tell me a little bit about yourself. And then it actually has examples. I'm punctual and I enjoy working with people. So this comes in handy, and you can write your answers right here, and you can be practicing that while you wait for your interview. Last but not least, you never want to go to an interview without paper. And this actually came with this, but this is a notepad. And then it's a pen slot. I don't know what happened to the pen, but the pen slot goes right here. You put your pen in here. You never want to go to an interview without a pen and a paper. Some interviews start off with a presentation. Take notes. This is from an actual presentation. So if the company says they're looking for people who are honest, have a strong work ethic, that are people persons, and that have a great product knowledge, use this in your interview. Also, throughout the interview, they're going to be asking you those questions. Tell me about a time. Tell me about a time you did this. Tell me about a time you did that. And that's when you can go through your portfolio and you can say there was a time when blah, blah, blah. And you can show them your financial accomplishments. You can show them your educational accomplishments. You can pull out those referral letters and those community resources. Hey, I did such and such amount of hours at this shelter, and you can flip back and forth through your portfolio, and you're pretty much selling yourself to the employer. So this is a very integral part of job success. If you want to ace that interview the first time, I strongly advise, if you have, I would say, more than 5 or so years of experiences at different jobs, and you're in more so the intermediate level of working, possibly going into like management. Definitely get you a portfolio. Some of these you can get them for the really, really basic ones you can get for $10. This is about a $30 portfolio, but it's definitely worth the investment. You won't be out here job searching. You won't be out here going to several different interviews, because I know that can be nerve-wracking. You have to sell yourself the very first time. So if you want to sell yourself and make yourself look really, really good, get you a portfolio.